Start up your engines, getting ready to roll. Gonna cruise on my bike now, music to the soul. Kickstand up, boots are best. Ain't gonna touch down till the road comes to rest. We're riding country roads, enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. So catch a cycle fever, don't let it slip away. So catch a cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's a bike away. Yeah, yeah, the bike away.
Where are we? Yeah! All right. Hey, everybody. Poor Clyde's going nuts back there. As I can see, he's got our logo missing. He's got the thing going in the screen blank.
You're hiding behind the television.
Are you having fun back there, Clyde?
Slide over this way a little bit.
This way? Okay. All right. So, Clyde, you having fun? If you go up to ME1, there you go. All right, at least you got your thing there. Now, if you go over to ME2, no. Go to DDR2 and click on the logo and see what happens.
Can you blow it up?
Nah, okay, we'll play with it now and we'll see what we come up with.
It looks good though, look,
it's out there.
It matches, the color matches.
Yeah, we're doing well.
Yeah.
Clyde, how you doing back there?
I'm losing it.
Clyde's usually pretty good, but he was drinking today, and
That
Dr. Pepper's done him in. Well, hi everybody. You got Clyde. Now that it's up and running, we tried to change our opening, and it's basically what's sitting on the front of our desk right now is the opening thumbnail. And I don't know how to change that yet, so when we run our first video, I'll see if I can get in there and switch it around without getting into trouble. Hey, look, Clyde's looking, he sees it.
I just saw it.
Oh, did you?
I just saw it. I'm so busy trying to just get
on
everybody
the
in
air.
the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, anyway.
This is a live show, everybody, so, you know, you got to... All right.
Oh boy, it's going to be a night.
Well, we have a lot of fun doing this, but it's not that easy, especially tonight when we tried to change some things around, and then it said we were already up, and then it said we weren't up. So we're up.
We're up.
Happy
what a night, what a great show.
Happy Tuesday, yeah. We got the first thing is going to be kind of neat. We put it up a little earlier. It's you remember we went to Project Chimps?
I do remember that. That's so cool.
Outstanding. Remember what? I forgot his name. Martin. Remember what Martin said? They had to know every chimp by their face.
Yeah.
They had to know their names.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm looking to know you and Clyde on a daily basis.
Well, we did a little project where you have to name the chimps. We put up 8 chimps. Yeah.
Oh, so they're going to have to guess? Or?
Well, no, we gave them the names first,
Right.
and then we took the names off, and you had to guess. I got 2 out of the 8.
I got 1.
You got 1, and I got 2 out of the 8. We'll see how you do.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah, so we got Project Chimps.
Yeah.
The Georgia Fair.
The Georgia Fair.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah, we got a lot of footage from the fair. Basically what I did is I had a couple of musical groups. So we had them start playing the music, and then we put the video up over their music. And then we'll jump to a commercial, and we'll come back and go to the fair for the second group.
Okay.
And then, Clyde loves this, 2 wheels of suches.
Suches.
Such as
what?
Such as where there's
such
2
as
wheels.
they went over the mountain,
Yeah.
or such as they got lost?
Well, yeah, we got lost going to Suches, but we got there. We'll do a commercial. this Mount Locust is something that we shot a long time ago on the Natchez Trace. And the ranger that was there was born in this Mount Locust.
Oh,
And
okay.
his whole family, I want to say 3 or 4 generations back, were the people that built that and owned it. And what happened is, the people that used to take the boats down river and stop at Natchez, when they got there, they would sell their boats because the people wanted the wood from the boats, and they would walk back up to Nashville, which was
Okay.
about 700 miles. So anyhow, with that being said, looks like, Clyde, you got everything under control. Do you want to?
No, I'm gonna talk about Project Chimp. Can we name it, did you get pictures of the big gates in there? You got pictures of that?
Oh, no, because we're gonna do that whole big video.
Yeah.
This is just a warm-up. You've already seen this.
Is this just, oh, this is the names.
Yeah.
Let's get busy.
All right, put it on.
We're going to play a little game. I'm going to introduce you to 8 of my friends with their name tags. And then I'm going to take them away and see if you can name them correctly. Well, do you think you can name all 8 of them? You should be able to at least get one. I made that easy for you. So here we go. Name the 8 friends. Well, for everybody that played, that's Anna. All right, Tabby. Ariel. Jill. Darren. Haley. Marlon. And of course, Clyde. Play again next week. The workers at Project Chimp have to know all 77 names by face.
Okay, it's good. All right, well, Clyde, how many did you get?
I got 2,
Name them.
Clyde and Marlon.
And I actually cheated on the second one. I got 3. I got,
You edited the thing, you should have gotten at least 5.
Yeah, you should have gotten them all.
you know what? You guys are going to Suches tonight.
We
Yeah,
said
I edited it. You got me so in a whirlwind over here. Marlon, of course,
Anna.
Clyde, Anna, Jill,
Haley.
Okay, Haley, Dorian,
That's the guy with the thumb.
and one more. How many did you get?
I got 3.
Okay. Hey, you're
Haley, Clyde, and
Marlon?
Marlon.
All right, well,
And then I got Dorian on the second round because he was sucking his thumb.
Yeah.
So 4, really.
well, I hope everybody at home did better than we did. Anyhow, we're going to be doing a whole feature on Project
The whole
Chimp.
show.
A whole show. And we're getting ready to put it together. And it's going to take a while because it was 3 hours that we were there. Plus
yeah.
the pictures that you took, the pictures that Martin sent us, the video that's on Clyde's camera, the video that's on my camera. So we're going to try to find a way to put it together and teach Clyde how to edit because he needs one more thing in this basket. What do you think?
I think we need to change the name to Jurassic Chimp.
I like it.
That was awesome. Those big gates,
Well,
they just need those red flashing lights at the top, and if they go off, you're screwed.
Time to run.
You better run.
And they
that's
had a
what
lot
we'll
of
name our
Jeeps.
clips.
You know, they've had a lot of Jeeps hanging around. They could like have Jeeps, you know, in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
The dinosaur was chasing the Jeep,
Yeah.
ate the guy.
I've got a black Jeep,
I
black
know.
Chimp. So just blend right in there?
Yeah,
I went to,
you can't even find suches, so how would you find the rest of the out of the way out of the zoo?
I went to Branson
So
City.
he was the one that got lost.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm good. I'll get there.
Where you going?
suches.
The Jurassic chimp.
Oh, no problem. You're gonna title it. I mean,
You were the one that knew where we were going that day too, and then you got lost.
Okay. Well, yesterday,
In his
I went
defense,
there
there was no name
I talked to you.
anywhere.
I was talking to you yesterday when you were lost.
yes, it was. I went to Bryson City. Okay, nice little ride. We went there. And you'll see the video maybe next week. But anyhow, we got on the river there, and they were, rafting, and we got to go do it.
On
It
the
looked like a lot of fun.
Nachala River.
That's good, because it's just like Suches. With people that don't know, I have problems pronouncing because I've got a dyslexic problem and probably a bunch of other things. But anyhow, we went to a falls called Alaska. No, not
I
Alaska.
thought you said Askas.
What is it?
Ashka.
Yeah, it's Alaska. Alaska.
Why are the names so hard around
Is
here?
there
Like
Indians.
Amicalola.
Indian.
Well, the name's a
Our
lot
American
easier.
Indian friends.
The name's a lot easier than finding the falls.
Yeah. Did you find it?
No.
So you drove all the way.
15 miles down this road. And my wife was
Like
going.
a dirt road?
It got
Started
dirt.
that way.
It got dirt when we got near where it said, well, it was the end of the road.
Yeah.
Okay?
It
So
went
anyhow,
from gravel to sort of a track to trees.
so we saw the stream and we could hear the thing, and there's a trail. No signs, no nothing.
Mike, have you been there?
No,
Haven't been there?
We're gonna take a thing up there
So we're gonna go find
and
it.
I'll go.
we'll go find it.
We'll go. Oh, we found it. We just couldn't get.
No, you did not find it.
You didn't find it if
All right.
you didn't find it.
Unless you
couldn't
got
find it.
pictures or video,
All right.
you didn't find it.
Long and short, walked about a half a mile to a little bit more up the hill,
Yeah.
and it kept getting narrower and worse. Remember Fallen Branch?
Falls,
Oh.
Branch
That one.
Falls.
That made that look like a
Piece of cake.
oh, definitely. Linda went first. I said, "You sure you want to go
You
first?"
sent Linda first?
No, I tried to go first myself.
Say it.
All I could see was all this brush and stuff, and I'm trying to tell her, "I'll go first because if there's a snake, I can run faster than you."
You run into one bear at my house, and all of a sudden you send Linda first through the forest.
Long and short, we walked up, we couldn't find it. So I did go up online and find some pictures of it online.
That doesn't
So that when I show the falls, you're gonna see the
Cheating a
pictures. That's
All
it. With that,
I
I'm getting out of
back
this.
out there. to
I'm
go
getting out of
over
this. Although I will say this, I went by 2 or 3 neat places, and one
To eat?
neat, yeah. Anyhow, we're gonna go back there, about 5 minutes outside of Murphy, staying on the highway, just, you have to go past where the casino is.
Uh-huh.
There's a big bike shop. I also did the bike shop in Bryson City, but it's not really a bike shop, it's an apparel shop. And poor Petey was scared to death, that's who did the interview, and she was all nervous. So I've rambled on enough. Guess what's coming up next?
Georgia Fair.
I love that place.
Oh, I tell you what, you should have gone with us the day we went.
I know.
Bill Young bought, it probably would cover from the picture to about this wall.
They really know how far that is.
Well,
That's
tell
about
him.
7 feet.
About 7 feet. However
Point.
big
From that picture to
About
that
that
picture.
big.
Yeah.
let me just put it
From
this
over
way.
here in Africa, over to the United States.
You guys are getting me now. All right. Anyhow, we bought this thing. The one that you looked at was like $899. He picked this thing up for about $230. The guy was selling it at the fair. It was gorgeous.
What is it?
It was a rawhide of a steer, I guess, brown and white. And I ended up buying a belt from him, and I love the belt. So
What's Bill gonna do with the rawhide? You put it on the
he
wall?
put it on
or-
the wall.
On the wall?
Yeah, he put it on the wall.
Do they have any bear skins?
I
What
don't
do you
know.
care? by March, you'll have your own bear. You're feeding them now,
You
you're
might as well
fattening
bring
them
them in
up
the
for
house.
kill.
I'm fattening them up so
For the
they'll have
kill.
a bigger fur on them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, let's get out of this thing and save it. Let's go to the Georgia Fair.
Oh, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Oh, come home. I'm on me all night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. You know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out, but remember the pine to come. Falling there the shame, I know I'm to blame. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't come home. I'm home me all night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. You know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out. But nothing but a pine to come. Now ain't that a shame? I know I'm to blame. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home?
If you have any questions about any of the booth spaces at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, please feel free to give me a call at 678-365-6289. Again, my name is Shannon, and I do all the events here at the fairground. I would love for you to reach out and ask any questions that you might have. Thank you.
Man, the fair was good.
Yeah, I wish I was around.
I wish you could get, you know, that's the funny thing. For the most part, all three of us can't go at the same time because you work, Clyde's got the, you know,
Bear issues.
the bear issue. So I go when I can, but we did do the chimp thing together.
Yeah.
You and I were gonna go with our wives to do the
Yaks.
alpacas.
Yeah, alpaca yaks.
Yeah, the yaks. And then we got rigged out, so, but we're gonna do a bunch of things. I gotta get Clyde freed up so we can go out and do some videos. Clyde's good in the woods because he can figure out how to get back to the car.
We can do that.
We can
Well,
do
he's on
that.
a first name basis with like Bigfoot.
He
They're
is.
like second cousins over there.
Yeah, right, right. But Clyde, I gotta tell you, I saw the pictures that your sisters put up with you getting some award.
Oh, the Daughters of
Confederate.
Confederacy. United Daughters of the Confederacy.
I didn't recognize you. You had no mustache and your hair was cut.
They didn't let you have that stuff back in 1971 in the Army.
Well, we have to get something and put it up on one of the shows and let people know what you used to look like.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
That was
congratulations on your award, by the way.
No,
And
thank you. I didn't do anything, but
Thank you for your service, but you did.
I did do that. I served 3 years plus. So
And you jumped out of planes. Perfectly good.
planes, helicopters. I've taken off in a lot more aircraft than I've landed in.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, yeah, wanted one-way rides.
Did you ever break anything? No, you, not we. I didn't do anything.
I didn't, the scariest thing was you just load up, you just like cattle. So you just go where they tell you, and they just pack you in the back of these C-130s. The scariest thing we ever had happen is we're about to take off. You know the C-130, the whole back end of that flops down?
Yeah.
We're about to take off. All 4 of those engines are just revved to the max, because they break them, then rev them, and then we take off. That back end, they lost hydraulics, and the whole back end of that thing just fell open.
down.
And we're like, oh shit, should we jump now?
Did you actually take off?
Nope.
Oh, they stopped it?
Yeah, they killed it, pulled it around. We had to get
Back
bailed
out,
out. They
another
got
one?
another one, stuffed us in there, and
No,
took
this
off
was the
again.
old days with the big round parachutes, right?
Yeah,
And you
the,
couldn't steer those,
no,
not that much. I mean,
the big green, I think they call them T2s or T10s or something, I don't know what they were, but yeah, the
Old
old
school
Army
parachute.
World War II parachutes. Probably left over from World War II.
yeah. And I'm not, could you control the descent?
No, the only thing they would teach us is you would just pull in, like if you're about to land, you try to pull into the wind, and it never helped anything. You still just
Slammed into the
splattered
ground.
and do your PLF, parachute landing fall,
Roll.
and just try to roll it and try not to break your ankles and your hips and your arms, and don't leave anything hanging out there.
Well, we're glad you made it. Anyhow, congratulations again.
Well, I was 17, so you can take a lot of
How'd you
abuse
get
from
in
it.
at 17? Your mother wanted to get rid of you?
Yeah. I might have been getting into a little bit of trouble in high school.
So you had a choice.
Allegedly.
So
You'd like to say allegedly.
Allegedly, and so I was signed, my parents signed me away to go into the Army at 17.
In lieu of jail time.
No, jail was never mentioned, it was just problems.
So you were out of the service at 20.
Oh, yeah, let's see, 17, 18, 19, yeah, I was about 20.
Did you stay out of trouble after that?
I did.
Okay.
The Army taught me that jail is bad. I mean, if you think the Army is bad, jail
Is worse.
much worse. They don't let you go anywhere on the weekends or
Oh, what can I tell you?
party at night. So yeah, I learned discipline in the Army. They did teach you that.
Well, it's too bad they didn't have one of these machines over there. You would have
I
remembered
would have never
something.
learned that. That would have been.
But I'll tell you what, let's go to a commercial.
Let's do that.
We opened March of 2019, both me and my husband. Our favorite sandwich. This is the Hitchhiker. It's on Italian garlic herb bread with smoked ham and provolone. The Rambler, also an Italian garlic herb bread with smoked ham, smoked turkey, and cheddar cheese. The Hobo, it's a fried bologna with mustard and white bread. Crowd pleaser is the Nomad. It is smoked ham, smoked turkey, pepperoni, salami, banana peppers, and pepper jack cheese on an Italian garlic herb bread.
As a NASCAR Hall of Fame driver, I appreciate the best. The best engineering, the best design, the best experience. That's why I ride a Harley, and that's why I wear a Hog Watch. Simple to install, the Hog Watch actually is my key fob. With style and precision, the Hog Watch lets me get on and ride. Hog Watch. Freedom never looks so good.
When builders around this area need landscaping, they turn to Top Turf Incorporated. Why? Because Top Turf has been providing landscaping, irrigation, lawn maintenance, and lighting to residential and commercial builders and even homeowners associations for more than 20 years. As a family-owned business, we take great pride in making sure our employees approach each and every job with an exceptional level of experience, quality, and integrity. Top Turf. When it comes to landscaping, nobody's tough.
When the road calls, we answer with our guaranteed value, unparalleled service and expertise, and savings of $264 on average. Hagerty has you covered no matter what's around the bend. Get a quote today at Hagerty.com.
Thanks to our friends at Hagerty. They're
Yes.
awesome.
I'll tell you what, I filmed over at the Memory Lane Car Museum, and they had 2 or 3 cars in there that had like all their logos and stuff on, and they had the Haggerty Insurance logo on.
Oh, yeah.
So
My nephew-in-law lives down in suburban Phoenix, and I think he has 7, 8, maybe 10 really nice collectible Camaros. All same thing, all insured by them. They do a nice job. So
Well, do you have a cousin that has that many Camaros?
I have a nephew-in-law that has at least 8 that I know of.
Where did we go wrong?
What? I don't know.
is he married?
Yeah, it's my niece.
You gonna go gay or something? Or?
Well, no, just come on.
He's got a
I
couple.
don't know what you're gonna try to, marry him so you can get the cards, or?
Well, no, that's because because he's married, never mind.
Yeah, let's.
Get out of this.
That was the niece that came out here and went to first of all, my niece came out. She went to an Atlanta Braves game. Some of the ladies that she was with for a conference didn't want to go, so they had extra tickets. Did I get an invitation? No.
Oh, that wasn't nice.
It wasn't nice at all.
That's not nice at all.
And then, but to retaliate, we took her for a hike at the Kennesaw Mountain Battlegrounds, and we were supposed to cut off on the road. I kept trying to tell Jody that, but she was hiking ahead. So we ended up on the 5-mile loop, and I just said, hey, be careful, it's kind of slick here.
Oh.
Broke her leg
Oh.
on the trail.
That's not
That'll teach her to not give you a
I
ticket.
know.
Well, how'd you get her out?
Exactly. The Boy Scouts. Jody took off to go down the trail to see, because we kind of didn't know where we were at. I mean,
Right.
we knew we were on the trail, had no
But yeah,
clue how far it is back to the ranger station.
Right.
She's hiking down the trail, and she gets maybe 200 yards away and runs into a Boy Scout troop that was rebuilding a bridge on the trail as their Eagle project.
Wow.
So they had, here they come, marching behind Jody with all these little soldiers behind her with a wheelbarrow. They had first aid kits, they had water bottles, they had rope.
Hey, you gotta be prepared.
Yeah, so they got her in the wheelbarrow and got her down like off the slide slope, and then the guy with the gator shows up. So we got a gator ride back to the ranger station, and that gator ride had to be 15 minutes. 20 minutes of riding at 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's rough in a gator with a
Oh
broken
yeah,
leg.
yeah.
Even worse with a broken leg.
Yeah, so anyway.
Well, next time she comes in town, I guess, 1, she'll give you the tickets to go to the game, and 2, she won't go hiking.
Yeah.
So what can I tell you? That's why I'm afraid to go hiking with your wife, because she goes up the thing.
Yeah, she does,
Yeah. But I was surprised. My wife took the lead. But
Yeah.
I told her we're going to start doing some waterfalls and stuff ourselves, because we did have a good time yesterday and enjoyed ourselves.
There you go.
Why don't we go to the next clip, which I think, if you wrote this right, it should be another clip from the Georgia State Fair. I should say the Georgia Mountain State Fair.
Part 2.
Yes. It's really part 1, but I mean part 2.
Okay.
Fairgrounds in Hiawassee, Georgia. We're here for the 70th anniversary of the Georgia Mountain Fair. We have all the crafters booths filled up. We have plenty of food choices for you to choose from. So y'all please come on out and enjoy the day at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds in Hiawassee. Thank you.
about the Happy Nomads Crafts?
Yeah, we got the name because we're RVers. We spend a good portion of the year in our RV. And you know, I like to tell people we're happy. But that's where the name came from. My wife has been a crafter since about 18. I retired. She dragged me into it. So there we are.
So you're here at the fair, and everything that I'm going to show is something that you made, or
we produce and we design and produce everything in here. I do things with lasers. I have a laser engraver, cutter, and you know, all the other fancy man tools. And my wife has she does all of this by a process called sublimation. That takes a little bit of explanation. Sublimation is, she designs the graphics, she prints them out on a special printer. That printer has an ink in it, and when that ink is heated up and pressed against an object, it physically bonds to the object it's pressed against. So these images like these are not coming out. They're actually part of the fabric.
outstanding. So you're here at the fair. Where do you go when you winter with your RV?
Well, it depends on my wife. Sometimes this year we're looking at doing a craft show in Florida, and then I know my wife wants to travel off to Montana, but I'm trying to convince her to do that in the summer.
You must be the old nutty guy.
I'm the nut guy.
All right.
Cinnamon sugar glazed nuts, folks, pecans, almonds, cashew. Come on over and I'll give you a sample.
What do we have here?
Yeah, well, my name is Pop Pop.
All
That's
right.
why we got this name of this business, my Pop Pop's Nuts. My wife thinks that, and my daughter says my Pop Pop's nuts.
Stay tuned. More to come from the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds.
That was pretty good too. I mean, yeah. I like the question that you asked me.
What did I ask you?
It's about that. No. About the booths and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and you said, are they permanent? Now, Shannon, you call, every time they have an event, you would call her up, and then, depending on what size booth you want, she sets you up in the booth.
Right, so
Now,
the buildings are permanent, but the vendors...
Right, the vendors switch around. As a matter of fact, I think it was when Clyde and I went up there, there was a guy that had these, I can't explain what it is, because the guy, he spoke in French. I asked him what he was doing, and he had them on a roller, and they were sitting on like a fryer, and they were going around. I asked about the interview, and the guy starts talking, it's in French. It's like, oh, am I in trouble now? So I never put it up, but it was pretty neat. It was about that long, and about that round, and it sat over a spit, and it kind of...
It was a French roll.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Was this something to eat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Now,
So like a gyro?
so it would be kind of like that, but there was nothing inside of it. I think he put like powdered sugar. He had all these different syrups and stuff you could put on it.
Okay.
But I never tried one. But I was very disappointed when I went last time because I never got one of those sugar waffle or whatever it is. Funnel cakes.
Oh my God.
They weren't ready.
They have them?
They had them. But I was there early. I got there early in the morning so I could get stuff done because it would be hot. I left at about, I'd say about 11:30, quarter to 12.
The funnel cake makes a great lunch.
Oh, but they didn't have them on yet. He said, come back about 12. I left. I had to go. So.
That's better than those funnel cakes. Either the line is too long or...
We can make funnel cakes at home.
Well, no,
They show a hot, cold oil
Yeah.
and...
A cast iron skillet maybe? Or?
Yeah, just something to get about
Yeah.
3 inches of grease really good and hot.
Yeah.
And a funnel, literally, AKA funnel cakes,
Okay.
and pancake batter.
You think I could do that on the Weber so I don't like doing it in the house because of all the grease splatter everywhere.
Once they got the Weber hot enough,
Yeah.
you gotta just get
Crank it
it
up and get it, the cat.
Yeah, I mean, we need to do a little like, we can do fun, yeah.
A what?
There's another good one, we can do like, cause I can make, you ever make biscuits or donuts out of Bisquick dough?
I think so, but it was a long
Like cake dough
long
donuts out
time
of
ago.
Bisquick?
I haven't, but we can try that
Sounds
too.
good.
But it's gotta be right after we do the ice cream challenge.
We still haven't got that. Well, I'm all messed up because, you know, we rescued the dog, so we haven't been going anywhere. Now that we got out of the house for an hour and a half, we trusted them for an hour and a half, and it worked out good, so I'm just.
You want my opinion?
What about the dog?
Just go. They'll be fine. You guys baby those.
Yeah, I don't wanna come home and half the couch is, you know, chewed up and.
Well, put them in your bedroom. Let them chew up your bed.
I don't want to in my bed. I shut my door.
You kennel them at all?
I have a
No.
no.
No,
Yeah.
he wouldn't either.
Listen, long and the short, no.
Okay. All right, well,
But I should try it maybe.
you know what?
Yeah, what?
We don't need to take Tamara.
We don't.
I mean, you do the ice cream, they don't eat the ice cream.
She doesn't even care about funnel cake and stuff like that much.
Okay.
And corn dogs, state fair corn dogs, they are the best.
What you
Just
say we're gonna roll this stuff?
Bob dipped in butter.
You guys, let's get one thing at a time done. Let's do the ice cream challenge. You guys line them up, we'll go.
They don't do butter here. Remember I told you about
I know.
the mayonnaise thing?
I know.
That is gross.
It didn't even have to be southern the whole time.
They didn't have any butter there, but I just ate the corn. Delicious. So,
Yep.
whatever. Okay, what are we doing?
Okay.
All right, but we're gonna do an ice cream challenge. I gotta get you guys to go. Gotta have three
You're
opinions.
right. You're right.
All right?
Yeah.
And so,
Where's the ice cream place in Blue Ridge that we haven't hit?
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen's one, there's another.
There's another one somewhere.
There's two right there on Main
Well, I can
Street.
already give you a report on Dairy Queen.
No, see, this is what you gotta do. We'll go to one or two. The last time I did something like that, it was key lime pie. I started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I finished at 11:30 at night. Now I cannot even look key lime pie.
Yeah, I'd be throwing up.
I just can't. You're right. I won't eat it. But anyhow,
I couldn't have started with key lime pie.
but ice cream, that's a different story. We'll do 2 or 3 a day. And then we'll put it together and we'll vote on them.
Do shakes count?
You
Or
can
do
be
you
the
want
shake
like
guy.
ice
If you want to
cream
be the shake guy, you can be the shake guy.
You
But
can
that's,
specialize.
yeah.
Like you could say, I'm gonna do shakes, I could do like dip cones,
And I want to do a big, you
like
know,
a
big.
blizzard kind of thing, you know.
Mine's got to have the whipped cream and the cherry on top with, you know,
We get a frosty.
whatever.
Yeah, we got things to do.
All right,
Or maybe
well,
we should just do this specialty of the house from the ice cream store we're going to.
Ooh.
We'll work on it.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
y'all do the
that.
specialties, that's always too weird for me, so I'll do the plain stuff.
Yeah. If it's not vanilla or chocolate, he ain't eating it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat it.
All right.
We're blindfolded.
It will blindfold me low.
All right, what are we doing next?
We're gonna do
Two
this is
wheels
all-
on such a, you went
Yeah,
to,
that's it.
couldn't find such as me, you went on 2 wheels.
I like it when he says it.
Yeah, because he knows I can't. I screw it
Now,
up.
what do you say it is?
It's a 2-wheel one.
Such as.
Such as today.
All right, you rascally wagon. What's going on with the switches, Clyde?
This place here,
Well, who is
it's a
that?
campground, and they have, I think, probably 8 cabins. And it's a place
Where's
where...
that?
Listen, it's in Suches, Georgia. You pain. Anyhow, so I went over here, this is the second part of the people that I interviewed. The one guy and his buddy, one was from Alabama and the other guy was from Florida. And they, yeah.
Were they drinking too?
Well, let me tell you, they got me on their bike, which you'll see in this video. But they had been friends since grammar school.
Wow.
They joined the Marines together. Then they got married, and they kind of went their separate ways. They got married.
We're back to this, huh? It always goes back to that.
Anyhow, they went their separate ways, and now I know the one guy, his wife rides with him, and the other guy, I don't know if his wife rides or not, but they had a great time. And then I interviewed this other couple, and I asked where they're from. Where are you from?
Chicago.
No! Where you
Atlanta.
New York.
Minnow Bluff.
That's where she was from.
Ah.
And her husband was...
Did she have teeth?
Oh, God, yes. I'm going to give you his address, everybody from Monroe Bluff, in just a minute.
Yeah.
Anyhow, they were just on a ride, and then they had to get back because they had to feed their horses. So if you're ready, will run, now I'm gonna say this, 2 wheels of suches.
While I was at 2 wheels of suches, I met Scott, Eddie, Lauren, and John. You always meet some of the nicest people on motorcycles. And if you're in the Suches area, stop in at 2 Wheels of Sussex and give them a call and make reservations.
I'm Eddie Woodard. I'm from Springville, Alabama.
Eddie, who's your friend?
This is Scott Cornelius. I'm Scott Cornelius. I'm from Baker, Florida.
How'd you meet this guy from Florida?
Actually, we've known each other since grade school. Went through the Marine Corps together. Then we had our life, and we're kind of getting back together now, riding these adventure bikes.
So, where are you going to ride today?
Cooper Creek Road. We rode Cooper Gap day before yesterday, and enjoyed it, so we're going to do the top part of it.
Oh, yeah. Have you been to Helen yet?
Been to Helen.
Okay.
Actually, I like Dahlonega better than I do Helen.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy Dahlonega pretty good. And me and my wife, we usually tour up here. But we started coming up here probably 15 years ago. It's kind of a quiet, favorite little place we like.
Now, did you always come here? Because I know they were closed for a while.
Yeah, they were closed for a while, and we actually ate at the restaurant before they closed. It was the only thing we did. We didn't stay here. But we came up here after they opened it back up, and we were the only one here. And set up camp. We're just going to stay one night, 4 or 5 days later before we left.
All right, guys, this is going to be a first here. I'm going to get on this, what is it, GS?
1200, no, 1250.
A 1250. First time I've been on a dually. So let's see how I get, see if I get my leg over it first. Yeah, right.
Stand up on that peg. Just go ahead and stand up on it.
All right.
You all right?
You catch me when I come down, okay?
I got you.
All right. Whoa. There you go, guys. For all you guys in Orlando, you Indian and Harley guys, this isn't bad. The only problem is if I started, I might not come back. Well, guys, if I can get off of this without breaking anything, including the bike, we've had a major triumph today. Here we go. Oh, I feel so good. There we go.
So that's what we have to do when we're short-legged.
You got that right.
Laura Armstrong.
Can you tell me where you're from? And
Mineral Bluff, just up the road.
I'm from Morganton.
All right.
So how's that?
Yeah.
So where are you going to ride today?
I think we're going to go out towards, what is the name over there?
Out towards Bogle.
Bogle, and then back. We're just doing a short loop today because it's going to be so hot. And we have other stuff to do. This is a 2009 Honda Aero 750. It's my second bike. I've been riding 2 years. So.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
They handle really nice, those Hondas, don't they?
From what I can tell, I went from a Rebel to this. So
Yeah.
I'm getting more experience every time. We just purchased an 2020 Indian Scout for me.
Oh, those are, yes.
He test drove it last, whatever day it was, and I haven't been on it yet, but I'm going to slowly move up to it. So I'm
You'll love
excited
it.
about it.
Yeah, and they handle beautiful.
John?
So you're out here in Sussex today. Where are you riding to?
Yeah, I got up this morning. It was pretty nice out, so decided to hop on the bike. You know, we're just riding the local area today. It's going to be a little warmer this afternoon. We still got to go home and feed horses and take care of all the other critters at the house. But it's just a nice way to start the day to kind of get out. You know, it's still nice and cool, not much traffic, and just get out and enjoy yourself. It's a 2004 VT1100 Honda, and I used to have a VTX 1800.
I like your bike. As my buddy says, if it's not black, it's not a motorcycle. Guys, ride safe.
All right.
And when you go over to the market, tell them Hank sent you.
I sure will. Thank you very much.
All right.
We'll see you.
Have a great ride.
So you got to meet the people from Suches.
No, from Mineral Bluff.
I just wanted to see if you got it right.
You said Suches correctly.
I know, I'm practicing.
You're practicing.
I've been
Yeah.
practicing and practicing.
Yeah. I saw you whack your knee. Is that a BMW you were trying to get on?
Let me tell you, the guy was shorter than I was.
Yeah.
Okay? And I looked at that bike, He goes, go ahead and get on it. I figured, if he can get on it, I can get on it.
Right.
Well, when I walked up to it and I looked, I went,
Didn't look too stable.
I couldn't get on a horse, no less, get my foot in the stirrup and getting over. I'm looking at this, I go, okay, I'll give it a try. So you saw me bang into the bag.
Was that the bad knee?
No.
It's all black and blue though.
Yeah, well, that's a different story. Can't tell you that about that one. Secret Service stuff, Anyhow. So he says, you got to step on the peg. And I'm looking, and he's got a stone sitting there in the grass, and it just rained. I'm going to step on this. It's going to slide off, and that bike's going to fall. But
I would have bet money that bike would have fallen.
Oh, let me tell you, I stepped on it. I went, okay, threw my leg over. Once I got on it, it was like, wow. Now, if I had started it, I probably wouldn't have come back because I don't know how I would have got off of it. Because you would have had to put the kickstand down and then step on the peg and get your leg over.
Wedge it in between two trees when you get back.
Yeah. Well,
Or a bike rack.
right.
Well, make bike racks now wider, like tire catchers.
My bike out there, the Rocket 3, I had lowered it. So I can get in and, on and off of it pretty good. This one here, because they need
It's
the
like a
ground clearance.
it's Euro style or whatever
Well,
they call that.
they go off-road.
Yeah.
So they can go through the rocks and stuff so that they're raised up. But
I never seen one with 3 luggage compartments. The gas tank looked like a dang trunk.
Yeah, it was big.
I mean, they could go
That's a big
700,
gas tank,
800 miles.
Yeah.
That thing was gigantic.
that was a 1250cc bike. It was big.
Was it? It had to be heavy then, right?
I don't know because I just sat on it and got off of it, but I'm sure it was heavy. I'm gonna bet you. And we could look it up because Clyde will probably do it during the next commercial or something. But I'm gonna say that thing was probably 700 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, just last night on YouTube, I watched, they set up a BMW and a Harley into this little rack where you put them together, and then they both just gun it to see.
Oh, to see you can push them back and forth?
Yeah, push them back and forth, and they were both just gunning it, and nothing happened. Then all of a sudden the motorcycles went bam, and slammed together, and then shot that way, and the guy on the Harley went off his bike in the dirt up there, and there's guys around the BMW guy, they were hanging on to him, and they saved him, but the guy on the Harley was gone. It was bad.
I have to laugh because you see these guys that want burn their tires and blow them up and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do that, you need to be against the building, and you need to be
not the
tires got to
not the curb. Huh?
Yeah, not the curb. I've seen too many people get up on the curb and they gun it. All of a sudden it's going and it smokes, and then it catches and it takes off and they go flying over the top of the curb.
Or they like flip the bike out.
Oh God! I mean, some of these people got brand new tires. Those tires aren't cheap. Bike tires running at 200 or I'd say 250 and up.
One of my favorite shows was that bar that was open in Sturgis.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was about them and their bar and everything. But anyhow, they always, every night,
have a burnout.
Burning those tires and blowing them up, and every night.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess that's fun. And it's got to tear up your motorcycle a little bit.
It depending on how the tire blows, yeah. Yeah, I would think so. But hey,
it's fun.
Get a few beers in you. You never know what's going to happen.
That's for sure.
So, I will tell you, I did it once. Matter of fact, it's the custom bike that's up there that people can't see. The one that had the supercharger on it.
That one?
That one, yeah. You gonna take a picture of it?
Let's see if we can zoom in on it.
See if you can find it. Anyhow, that was a supercharged Valkyrie that I had. Yeah, you're close. Now you gotta zoom in. Let's see what it's got. Keep going. You're getting there. One more right there. That one right there. That had a slight accident, and the insurance company wouldn't give me everything that I thought it was worth.
By slight, how many bones did you break?
None. When I went off the road, I got in the turtle position, I had my leathers on, and I spun, and the bike ended up in the ditch. And long and short, when I finally got it all together, the back tire on it It was bad and I had to get a new tire. So we wanted to test out the supercharger on it. And basically what we did is we put it up against the building that, of the bike shop. And I let the owner's son blow the tire.
Why didn't you do it?
Because I let the owner's son blow the tire. And I was filming it. And I gotta tell you, the smoke is going and going and going and going and going. Would you blow finally? It took about 3.5, 4 minutes for it to blow. And then when it blew, it was like, pow, and that was it. We turned it off, we took it inside, put a brand new tire on it, and I drove home. But yeah, it's fun if you do it right. Do it against the building.
And if you got some money.
And you got money for a new tire. But I needed a new tire
anyway, right?
Yeah, I needed a new tire. I wouldn't have done it with a new one. No way.
Yeah.
With the bike I got out there now, when I take off, because it's so powerful.
To this show, go put it up against the building and burn your tire.
No, we're not. No, but I don't gun it all the way because if I do, I'm going to spin out. I mean, it's just got that much power to it.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, you gotta be careful with those babies.
Yeah, you got to be careful around here, just with the stones and people cutting their lawns.
And deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bear.
And bears.
When I leave here, I drive slow to go on Asker Road. There's always deer all over the place. What? Angus?
So, Angus, go over there. Nancy, go over there. He'll pick you up.
Get on your stepdad's lap.
Come.
Anyhow, you ready to go to a commercial?
No, he's picking the dog up.
Let's see if Angus is ready. Come here, buddy.
Up. He's headed for a little dog, ain't he? That's our
this is our mascot.
Our show dog.
The show dog. You ready to go to a commercial? Let's do it. All right. Y'all want a commercial?
Yeah, we're ready.
When the road calls, we answer with our guaranteed value, unparalleled service and expertise, and savings of $264 on average. Haggerty has you covered no matter what's around the bend. Get a quote today at Haggerty.com.
The most famous motor diner on the planet. Born in 1938 in London, England, it was notorious as a place for teenage rockers to hang out on motorbikes. Here in Orlando today, this is the first Ace Cafe in the USA. We're a restaurant, a bar, a concert hall, a place to shop. Basically, we're a gathering place for anybody who likes bikes, cars, and rock and roll.
We opened March of 2019, both me and my husband. Our favorite sandwich. This is the Hitchhiker. It's on Italian garlic herb bread with smoked ham and provolone. The Rambler, also an Italian garlic herb bread with smoked ham, smoked turkey, and cheddar cheese. The Hobo, it's a fried bologna with mustard and white bread. Crowd pleaser is the Nomad. It is smoked ham, smoked turkey, pepperoni, salami, banana peppers, and pepper jack cheese on an Italian garlic herb bread.
As a NASCAR Hall of Fame driver, I appreciate the best. The best engineering, the best design, the best experience. That's why I ride a Harley, and that's why I wear a hog watch. Simple to install, the hog watch actually is my key fob. With style and precision, the hog watch lets me get on and ride. Hog watch. Freedom never looks so good.
All right. Yeah. There we go.
You know, we're getting near the end of the show.
Yep.
You know, we gotta hurry. Yeah.
And near the end of the show, I
So,
started
okay,
figuring
I
it out.
wasn't here last week and you guys set a record.
Yes.
We
For
did.
The longest show.
It was the longest show.
And we thought we were doing good.
Yeah.
We just kept talking as you could tell.
And I was watching and I'm like going, do I call in? Do I send it? Or do I am?
You call in, how do I do this?
Yeah, how do I do
Well,
this?
I'll tell you what, seeing we're almost near the end,
Yeah?
let's go to the Mount Locust, and I see you spelled it right.
What is it?
It's Mount Locust.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, Mount Locust is it's on the Natchez Trace.
It's a mountain.
It's not on the mountain.
No.
No, it's the name of, way back when, I won't call it a boarding house. It was like a place to stay on the Natchez Trace. They had a barn in the back, and they had straw beds.
Okay.
And you would come in and you'd pay a quarter or whatever it was back
Like
then.
a boarding house.
Like a boarding house, but you weren't in the house, you were in the barn.
Like a boarding
And
house.
basically you paid your money, and the ranger that was there, his whole family was there like 4 generations. So if you run it and you put the headset on, you can hear what he's got to say.
All right, let's do this.
All right, and then you can tell me about it.
Let's do this thing.
All right.
Now, when traveling the Trace, it's important to realize that this isn't a populated road, and precautions should be taken for gas and lodging. In fact, the Trace was probably more equipped for the travelers during its heyday. In 1810, approximately 10,000 boatmen and other travelers headed north on the Trace, and while it underwent improvements, other comforts began to spring up. By 1815, more than 20 local inns were in operation, some providing no more than a roof over their heads. One such inn that still exists is Mount Locust near Natchez. We were fortunate enough to speak to Eric Chamberlain, who had a special interest in the building.
This old house was my old family home. I was born in this room, as was my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, built by my great-great-grandparents, and my great-great-great-grandmother lived here with a daughter and shared the back girls' room with her granddaughter. The Park Service bought the property, the house, and 75 acres from my grandmother in 1938. She moved back behind the cemetery about 200 yards and built a home. And that's where I live today.
That's outstanding.
Yep. Now, this room served as a bar or a tap room for these travelers traveling up the Trace. I'm sure you've learned by now that these were the boatmen or the Kentucks walking or riding horses from Natchez to Nashville. The old Trace passed right in front of the house. These guys would arrive here at Mount Locust late in the afternoon, tired, cold, wet, and hungry. The folks living here were corn farmers. They'd give them something to eat, allow them to sleep on the back porch of Mount Locust or out in the backyard. Over in the corner, it looks like they ran out of material. That's where the old wall bar used to be. You set your bottles up on shelves at the high point there. This lower section came out and formed a bar for the bartender. By 1799, they must have been doing pretty good because they built a 2-story dormitory just on the other side of the split rail fence called Sleepy Hollow. 2 floors, wall-to-wall corn shuck mattresses. You just came in, grabbed a mattress, and laid down next to another traveler if you trusted it. You probably notice there's no connecting doors from this room to the rooms on either end because those were private family quarters which were added. The master bedroom on this end, the little room behind it, doubled as a nursery for the children. The items that you'll see in that room, the kitchen items and the tools will probably been in the kitchen located about 50 feet down the slope, away from the house because of the heat, possibility of a fire. By 1810, they had 11 children in the house, added the room down here on the end for the boys, the one behind it for the girls. None of the furniture, the antiques, or the artifacts in the old house are original to Mount Locust, but they are authentic to the year 1810, 1820. Everything is either a reproduction or an antique.
Hello? We're there.
Hey!
Well, first of all, I want to apologize for the double sound because I was trying to listen to it over here, and then Clyde proceeded to tell me that Angus did not push the mute button for our mics. So
I was wondering where that noise was coming from. Like, what is going on here?
Oh well, win some, lose some.
That's all right. It's a live show.
But
I swear, if we didn't mess up, people would not watch.
Yeah, they wouldn't believe it's us.
Yeah.
But
well, we make people feel good.
About themselves.
We are. Man, I feel good too.
If you're having a bad day, just tune in because we'll mess
look
it up.
at these guys.
Yeah.
What, these guys or these guys?
All of us.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I said these guys.
Yeah, these.
Well, when you said these guys, you were looking at Mike and I. Okay.
That's what I say too, Angus. Anyhow, that's on the Natchez Trace. If you ever get a chance to go from Nashville to Natchez, Mississippi, and go that route, number one, you can't have a commercial plate on your car. It's got to be a regular plate. They don't let commercial vehicles on there unless you have a permit. And we had our van and we had our trailer, and we had to get a special permit to drive on the parkway itself, and they traced us every place we went, and we were one day late, going someplace, and the ranger came up to us and he goes, "Are you the guys that are filming?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "Well, you should have been here yesterday."
Did you stay at Mount Locust?
No, I did not. But it's very interesting on how they lived there. they call them King Tuts. They would take the river boats down from Nashville. When they got to Natchez, they would sell, and they bring supplies and stuff. They would sell everything, including the boat, because the boat had lumber, and they would take the boat apart.
Now, are you calling the boat a King Tut?
Tut.
King Tut.
King Tut.
Okay.
That's what they call them.
Well, how they got that
They
name?
would, because like the boats
Well,
that floated down the Nile. To
Well,
run stuff
if you had had the headset on, you would have heard the ranger say that.
I
But
just
that's okay.
heard some of that cold, tired, and wet
Okay.
travelers.
You know, when you said earlier you got in trouble in school?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had to go on
Can you-
I'm beginning to understand why now, yeah.
Now, you know, I even feel better than this year.
We don't need no math. Science.
But anyhow, they sell everything and they'd walk back to Nashville.
It's like 700 miles or something, isn't
It's
it?
700 and some miles. And when we first went on the trace, the one ranger told us all about it. And Bill and I looked at each other and went, "They walked it?" So I don't know how many miles you can walk in a day, but what do you think? Maybe 20?
20 if you pushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Depending on what you're carrying, and you know, your backpack, and because you gotta carry everything you got.
well, they probably didn't have much.
they didn't have money. They started off with some few provisions probably.
Yeah.
Just enough,
But-
yeah.
But a rifle and some bullets.
Because I think back then they used to have these people that used to be like highwaymen. They used to rob people.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was the easiest trek back.
Not only that, but they had all the money that they got for selling the
That's
boat.
true too.
Oh yeah, so they're just targets.
Yep. So they must have gone back in groups and tough guys back then. Anyhow, if you get a chance, look up the Natchez Trace, see all the things they got. It's pretty interesting. We shot a whole bunch of stuff there. I put up one of the antebellum homes that we did, and some other things that we can have some fun with. Guess what? It's time for shout outs, and you're going to go first back there, Clyde.
Good. I'm just shouting out, of course, Ruby. She's doing great with our new rescue dog, and our new rescue dog Max. We're at day 8 or 9 or something like that with him, and he's doing great. So that's good. And then my last shout out is my airborne brothers, 82nd Airborne. They got shipped over to Afghanistan, and I believe like 7,000 of them. I believe they're guarding the Kabul airport. So
No, everybody's
They're
gone.
gone
There's
now.
nobody left.
nobody.
Yeah, I
brought
don't think.
everybody back.
I don't think they went because they wanted to send them and they wouldn't. They only had
I
5,000.
thought they went.
Well, see,
I'll
I
find out. I'll have to do a check on them.
well, I'll bet you a banana split against the milkshake that they didn't go.
Okay.
Okay, sound fair?
They
Yeah.
closed her down today.
Yeah, because
Really?
they closed. They left yesterday at midnight.
I really gotta stay up with the news.
You should because I believed what you told me and then I found out that you were wrong. But anyhow, about your dog Max.
Yeah.
Do you like that dog?
Yeah.
Oh, because I hear he treated a bear.
He did treat his first bear last Saturday. I was dead asleep because I sleep late.
Look at the camera.
I was dead asleep because I sleep late, and I just heard this screaming, and I knew it was my wife's voice. So I jumped out of bed.
It wasn't Max.
I know. It wasn't natural. It had happened in a
Oh, yeah, that
while.
wasn't the normal screaming. It was different than what I'm used to. Anyhow, so I ran out there and it was already over. But yeah, Max had treated a bear and she had gotten Max back and the bear left. But that was bear number 6 for the summer at our
You know
house.
what? You need to get a paintball gun and start marking them. So you can like have red bear and blue bear.
It just seems like that's gonna piss them off. So
Maybe they'll get pissed off and
We'll
leave.
send Mike over there one night
Yeah.
and sit on the desk.
I will. I'll tell you what. I'm game.
All right.
all right, you come over there and wait
We'll
for
do
it
that
there.
then.
All right.
And my neighbors across the street, you won't have to wait long, I don't think. The neighbors across the street had some stuff torn up by a bear last night, so they're around.
They are. And you
Yeah.
know, I hate to say it, but if you're in their travel plan,
Oh yeah,
you're going to be in the travel
you're in
plan.
it forever.
You know? So anyway,
All right, go ahead there,
my
buddy.
my shout out is to Martin over at the Chimp Project Chimp.
Okay.
If we hadn't had the remnants of Ida, like dumped 4 inches of rain on us today. It's still raining out there
Still
now.
raining, yeah.
They say it's going to rain itself out by like 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. But Martin and I and a friend of his were supposed to play golf today. You were going to join us
Yep.
for that, and it wasn't happening. We
You
canceled
would have gotten some more
yesterday.
chimp stories.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that would have been cool, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a nice payback because he did such a great job. Super nice
We'll
guy.
have to invite him here when we got the chimp thing on.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
can
put it on
narrate.
camera, yeah.
So it's
Yeah, he'll pass the quiz.
Yeah, I hope
He
so.
will pass the quiz.
Well, when I did see him to pick up the pictures from him, I did ask him if he would narrate some stuff, and he said he'd be glad to.
Oh, that'd be
So-
awesome.
So that would be nice. So that's
So
good.
yeah, so shout out
You
to
think
Martin.
we can
We'll
get
make
him
it
here?
up some other time.
Okay.
Yeah, so super nice. And you, my friend?
Well, I want to shout out to Ron Wallace. I don't know where you are. I've called you a couple times. You don't call me back.
Ron, where are you?
Well, you guys must have ticked him
Scare
off.
him off.
I don't think you can scare him. I think you
I don't
ticked him
think
off.
you can scare him.
I think it was Clyde making fun of him or something. I don't know. But Ron, we watch you back, and I'll call you again
If you
tomorrow.
don't, he could be busy.
He could be busy, but you know, like kind of like you, call occasionally, like your friends. You know, you.
What?
Huh?
Me? You want me to call
Yeah. Call occasionally, so I know
That
you're
would
alive.
mean you're my friend.
Oh well, call Clyde.
Clyde, I'll call you next week. Okay?
I think you should.
All right.
Well, my shout outs, first of all, look at that, the three amigos.
Yeah.
My shout out is to all the veterans that the Marines and the Army and the Navy that were over there in Afghanistan and all the stuff that they went through. Clyde's making me laugh with all the stuff he's got going on there. I hope everybody makes it home safe. I know there's a lot of people supposedly still there. I hope they get out safe.
Yeah, amen to that.
And, you know, it's just a sad day the way it went down, but I hope everything turns out. I also want to do a shout out to my wife. She was a brave person yesterday, first of all going on the trip and then walking up to the waterfalls. So with all of that, I want to thank everybody for watching. You know, and Mike, don't you say how many are watching, because you made me laugh last time. But we've had as many as, we had one show that we had 1,200 people watching the show.
Yep.
We would like to get more people out there.
We'd like to thank you at the Johnson Funeral Home for joining us that week.
Oh, God. You are so bad. Anyhow, welcome to the Comedy Hour. If you've got anything going, let us know. We'd be glad to go out there and film it and try to get it up on the show. We usually run about 2 to 3 weeks after we film something. And I do want to make one more shout out, and then I'll be done with that, for Timmy and Vince Godin. Those are our reporters over there in Murphy. And we have to go either later this week or sometime early next week to pick your shirt up.
Okay.
All right?
All your shirts in.
That's more ice cream.
Definitely. We'll start off there.
We can start the ice cream
Yeah,
there.
which means you got to be
Oh,
able
okay,
to
go.
run.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, how do we say goodbye?
Bye-bye.
You know, I think we should change that.
Oh, here it comes.
Is joint the adventure.
Joint?
No.
Join the adventure
and enjoy the ride. We'll see you
next
guys
week.
next week. Fade it out.